It's Wednesday, it's time for an energy work session, and today it will be most likely a lot of talk and a little less meditation, so my apologies for that. Hi Randy, hi Tina. But we need to talk a little bit more serious about raising our vibration, raising our energy, and what we can do. So sometimes you have periods in your life. They can be long, they can be short, where you just feel kind of depressed, you know? You feel like um, down, you see only troubles on your way. Um, and quite frankly, when you start to feel like that, you also attract those kinds of troubles because what you feel is what you focus on and what comes to you. You kind of reaffirm those feelings by looking around in your surroundings and noticing things in your surroundings, noticing things through your day that correspond with your feelings. So what we're going to do is we can make always, that's the fun part of being a human being, we can always change our feelings consciously. We can choose, we have a choice. It doesn't say, I don't say that you shouldn't feel bad, that you shouldn't feel sad, but there is a risk that if you stay in that loop, that it becomes part of your personality afterwards, especially over time. Um, for example, well, not just give an example. Let's go on with this. Otherwise, I'm talking too much. I will give I will give a list of things you can do to change your frequency. And all those things you can practice doing meditation. As you know, we do the heart-brain coherence meditation every Monday around this time. And that's basically a very nice tool to start your day and setting the feelings and emotions you want to have for that day. And we're going to do a little bit of something similar today as well. But I just want to give some examples. Some of them might sound like a cliche, but they really aren't. And I'll explain a little bit about them. So I want to give a list of examples of things you can do to just increase your energy, increase your vibrational frequency, some they also call it. So let's go through them. First one is practice self-love. And again, all those things I will say, if you are kind of down right now, they may seem like, oh, why do you say such things? It doesn't help. This is just, yeah, don't think about it. This really is something you can practice, and we will do this later. So practice self-love. Love yourself no matter where you are in your journey. We always at a stage in life, and no matter how we got there, um, as long as you've done your best and you have the best intentions, you have nothing to kind of blame yourself for. So you are there where you are, and you have to kind of accept that. And as long as you live from another part on the list, an open heart with good intentions, there's always a reason to love yourself. Number two, choose happiness as often as possible. If you have the choice when you are in a situation, you always have a choice to say, okay, this sucks, or okay, this sucks, but I've learned something from it, or I'm learning something from it. I'm not going to do this again, for example. Or you make a conscious choice to say, okay, I don't want to feel like this anymore, and then you choose happiness. You create a feeling inside of you of happiness. There's always something to be happy for. It really is. Most situations, 99% of the time, when things suck, when things don't look good for you, or you just don't see any possibilities, there's always something to be happy about, no matter what. If you are separated from a loved one, for example, now because of Corona, um, be happy because we have internet. I can talk to you guys to all over the world through the internet, so we have something to be happy about. We still have the internet, we can communicate, we can share feelings and emotions through our phones, through uh, modalities like this. There's always something to be happy about. Number 3, live in the present moment. That's a very important one that kind of keeps you anchored. Because waking up every morning and then replaying everything that happened in your past can already set a very bad intention or a very bad emotion to start your day with. That's something you don't want to do. So wake up, there's a new day, do your heart-brain coherence meditation, be excited for what the day might bring. If you go into the day with an open heart, open mind, without much expectation, just let things come to you, you kind of set the scene, the state of being that positive things will come to you as well. Just by staying in the moment, not thinking about what might happen in the future. You know what your day is going to look like for most of us. And if you stop bringing the emotions from the past with you and just stay in this present moment, again, a practice, you will feel much happier. Love, live with your heart open in life. That kind of overlaps with the other ones as well. Choose happiness, choose love, practice self-love. Yeah, there's always something to be happy for. There's always something in life that you love. And again, choose happiness. If you have something you love or someone you love, and don't think about the negative side of it. For example, with Corona now, you can't be with your loved ones. You still love your loved ones. But why should you focus on not being able to be with that loved one? You still have contact with that person. So you choose that one instead. You focus on that element of the situation. Non-attachments to thoughts. That's the next one. Next one. Be the witness to your thoughts, good or bad, don't get sucked in. Especially with the bad emotions, the bad thoughts. We're going to practice this today. Let them pass. Just observe how you feel. Observe your thoughts. And that's the same for the next one. Be conscious of your emotions. Absolutely the same. Thoughts and emotions, they come up all the time. Observe them. Does this emotion serve me? Does this thought serve me? No? Okay, let it go. Is this a good thought? Does this serve me through the day? Does this thought give me energy? Yeah, okay, great. Let's embrace it. Let's go on with that one. Focus on the positive day to day. Don't become negative, shift your focus. So if you feel yourself, if you're conscious of your emotions and you feel yourself slip in that negative state, breathe a couple of times through your heart. Make the conscious decision that no, this is not how I want to feel. I want to find something positive today. And then you create that positive feeling inside of you while you breathe through your heart. Then it will set itself in your nervous system and your state of being will change. Start believing, open yourself to possibilities. And this also overlaps with what I said already. If we take with us the emotions from the past, things from the past, and we base our future on that we have experienced in the past, we limit the possibilities that there are. If you have experienced something that was negative and you don't let go of that, you don't observe, you don't transmute that to something else, like wisdom, in your future you will, when you think about your future, you will see negative things as well. You will see, okay, I have already been through this, so I will experience most likely it one more time because I've been through this before. And then you close yourself for all the possibilities that there are. Because history doesn't have to repeat itself. It's you repeating history because of your past experiences and emotions. Uh, Clear away mental and emotional clutter. That's what I said already. Don't take the emotions from the past with you, only the wisdom. Again, practicing a meditation technique can help you with that. Honor yourself and your choices. Always choose that which makes you stronger in life. So if something comes on your path and you have a choice, choose something that you feel like, okay, this can benefit me, this can make me grow. Practice gratitude, be thankful for what you have now. Gratitude is like the universal key to manifestation. And just with happiness, there's always something to be grateful for. There's always something to be grateful for. Even in the darkest times, there's always something to be grateful for. Next one is give without anything in return. Difficult one maybe for some people, especially when you're feeling down. How can you give something that you don't have? But actually the act of giving something that you don't have, like a laugh, for example, or a joke or a positive feeling. If you're not feeling positive and you give something positive to another person, you automatically create positivity for yourself, something to be happy about, something to be grateful about. So it's a kind of a Kickstarter, like when your motor doesn't want to start, try to send or give someone the attention that you want to get. And then you will see that things go around all of a sudden for you, that you get in that positive spiral instead of staying stuck in that negative one. I don't know if you know Wayne Dyer, he was a master at that, especially when he was younger. He always gave. When he found some money, earned some money, he gave it away. He didn't keep everything himself. And that kind of caught him in a very positive, creative, and manifesting loop. He talks about that in his books. Be kind and compassionate. Absolutely. Kind of comes from changing your state of being. Always choose the higher vibration if you have the choice. Embrace forgiveness. Forgive yourself, forgive others as well. Kind of comes back to clearing yourself, clearing away mental and emotional clutter as well. Forgive yourself for anything that happened to you in the past or what you did in the past. It frees up a lot of energy that you can use for creating something new. And the last one, I think, is a very important one, and especially when you kind of get in that zone of being in tune with the universe, if you feel that you are like in the flow, when you feel you are experiencing a lot of synchronicities, then you kind of get this notion that there's something more than me, there's something above me, there's something taking care of me, something is playing along with me. And that's that connect to something higher. It could be your higher self, you can name it what you want. I call it the universe. Others call it God, I don't know what you want to call it. But you experience that when you do this work and you kind of all of a sudden find yourself in that flow with the universe, that there's something like always having your back for some reason. It's pretty nice. And then you have more to be grateful for as well. So you get in that spiral again, that positive spiral, upward spiral. Okay. Let me see. Dawn says you can be happy. They're healthy even if you cannot see them now. You can be happy. They are healthy even if you cannot see them now. Yeah, that refers to happiness, isn't it, Don? And you always have something to be happy for or grateful for. Hmm. But it's hard, if you can understand, if you're way, way down, try to find something to be happy for. That's, that's easier said than done. But again, we have techniques for that, and we're going to do that right now in a little meditation. Kayla, what do you see? Kayla read that you should start the day by thinking of 5 reasons you're grateful. Yeah? It kind of combines with the heart-brain coherence meditation that I advise doing every morning. You create a feeling of gratitude, so you can follow Kayla's advice, find 5 reasons, 5 things to be grateful for. And you take those with you in that meditation and you create a feeling of being grateful. And absolutely, even if it's just that you have a roof over your head, of course, that's something to be grateful for. Grateful that you woke up, that there's a new day, maybe the sun is shining, you can be grateful for that. And with gratitude, when you get the hang of it, there's so many things you can be grateful for. Doesn't matter. Absolutely. So that's what we're going to do. So find yourself a comfortable position. I will do this on the fly, so it will be a freestyle meditation. I will combine 2 techniques for you. Okay. So if you found a comfortable position, close your eyes. Let's start by centering ourselves. Take a good, nice inhale. And exhale. Lower your shoulders, loosen your jaw. Take a nice deep inhale again. And exhale through your mouth and feel yourself getting ready. One more time. Deep, nice inhale. And exhale. Relax. Set the intention that this is a few minutes for yourself, self-love, self-care. To feel better, to change your mindset, change your state of being. Or strengthen it if you are in the state of being you want to be in. Breathe normally. Try to breathe a little slower and a little deeper than you usually would do. A little slower and a little deeper than you usually would do. Just to tell your body that it is in a safe place. And notice where in your body you feel your breath the most. Your nostrils or the back of your throat. Maybe you feel your breath the most in your chest or your tummy. Just notice where you feel your breath the most. Let's use that as an anchor point. Try to follow your breath. Keep your focus there, on that point. And notice how your breath goes in and out. In and out. Keep your focus there. Notice the quality of your breath. colder air flowing in and warmer air flowing out. Stay with your breath, your divine presence. And then we have already something to be grateful for, our breath. Keep focusing on your breath. The longer you do this, eventually you will notice thoughts coming up, feelings and emotions. Observe them. Don't do anything with them. It can help to label them. You can either label the thought by name. So if the thought of your cat is coming up, just label that thought as cat or pet or whatever comes up first in your mind. And then it's easier to let that thought go. After you've labeled your thought, get back to your breath and just witness that thought slowly disappearing. And then another thought or feeling might come up. You might want to try to identify them as an okay, positive thought or feeling and label them that way. Or a negative feeling or thought, and that's okay too. Don't overanalyze, just notice that they are there. If there's a moment where you notice that you got carried away, that your mind is somewhere else, that you're no longer with your breath anymore, that's okay too. You don't have to be frustrated about it. That's the practice, and it's good that you notice. But just gently and without judgment, get back to your breath when something like that happens. As you observe your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions like this, just for a moment think about that you have a choice. And every thought that comes by, every emotion and feelings that pop up, we have a choice. We have a choice to let it go. And we have a choice to go along with them, accept them, act on them. But right now, be the observer. Good. Now, let's provoke a thought and a feeling. Let's think about something we want to experience in our life. Something that will make you grateful, happy, joyful. To give you so much energy and so much love. Keep that thought and those feelings and emotions attached to it in the back of your mind for a moment. And let's shift our focus to our heart. Put your attention there. And you can help by putting 2 fingers or your hand on your chest, right there where your heart is, just to give it extra focus. Now I want you to imagine that you are breathing through your heart. Just to put even more focus on that wonderful, wonderful heart of ours. Imagine breathing in through your heart and out through your heart. In through your heart and out through your heart. Now get back to that feeling, that thought and that emotion that you want to have, that you want to experience in your life. Make the conscious decision to be in that state of being that you want to be in. Make the conscious decision that you don't want to be sad anymore. That you want to change any negative feelings into something positive. Just to break that circle of a negative thought with a negative feeling, giving a negative thought, strengthening the negative feeling, etc. Let's change that thought to the positive thought we want to have, the positive feeling we want to have. And as you breathe through your heart, become that person. Let every cell in your body vibrate with that feeling that you want that person to have, that you want yourself to have. Because you have a choice to right now, right here, while you're sitting with your eyes closed, nothing else is happening, to give yourself a break from any negative thoughts, any concerns. Give yourself and your body a break by creating that feeling you want to have. Maybe it's joy, maybe it's gratitude, appreciation, care, compassion, love. Make the choice to choose something from your life that makes you happy, makes you feel loved. Create that feeling inside of you. Imagine being in that moment Make it as real as possible for yourself. You might experience that you feel yourself smiling. You feel a warmth coming over you. Some even sense a feeling of light. It's all okay. It's a sign that your body is reacting to the state of being you are creating for yourself. Now in your next out breath, I want you to relax into that moment, relax into that feeling and hold on to it. Be in that bubble. Relax into it. Enjoy the moment. Make it as real as possible for you. Your body, your mind deserves to be in that feeling, that state of being. You can get back to it every time, whenever you want. In a moment we will get slowly back to our group, to the room you are in. I want you to hang on to that state of being. Hang on to those feelings as you come back. Because the longer you are in that state of being, the more you'll attract situations in your life that correspond to that state of being. All of a sudden, you see possibilities. All of a sudden, you see options that you didn't see before, just because you change your state of being to a more positive, more constructive one, to a more grateful one. People will react differently when you are in a different state of being. And all those things will make that you want to stay in that state of being. It will also give you more reason to stay in that state of being, and it will be more easy to stay in that state of being. It's then that you've succeeded to turn around that state of being where you had a negative thought giving a negative feeling giving a negative thought, and a negative thought giving a negative feeling, etc. Now you're in that state of being where you have a positive thought, a good vibration, giving a good feeling. That good feeling giving you more good thoughts. Which will give you more reason to feel good. It sounds so simple. And actually it is. If you believe in it and experience it often enough, like we do now, daily practice, Awesome. Now let's slowly get back to our group. Just notice the room you are in. Try to stay in that state of being. Bring it with you back to the room you are in. Notice any sounds in the room. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Hold on to the state of being. Move your body back and forth and from side to side. Wiggle your fingers and toes, and when you are ready, open your eyes. You can type back in the chat when you are back. Or you type tracker stop when you're on Discord. And I often hear many people say that, yeah, but I'm so down, I don't allow myself to feel better. I don't want to, I don't feel like it. But again, it's a choice. It's a conscious choice. Do you want to stay in that state of being? And know that if the longer you stay in it, the more it will set itself in your system. And when you feel down for a short period of time, it's nothing bad with that. But when it stays longer, when you stay in that state of being, it will program itself into you and it becomes a habit, and after a while it becomes your personality. And then you attract on autopilot negative things, negative emotions, negative people maybe as well. So again, I'm not saying you shouldn't feel negative. I'm not saying you should always be positive, because that's a stress as well. It's totally natural to experience negative emotions, but the danger is not doing anything with them. The danger is clinging on to them, holding on to them. They're negative, so you don't want to have them. Really not. I know people who do want to have them. They're like kind of self-punishment people. And they kind of thrive on it because they kind of brag about it on parties, birthday parties. I'm so anxious, I'm so afraid, I can't do this, I can't do that. And that's become their identity, and they thrive on it. And that's a choice as well. But if you really want to experience all the facets of life, I would say make a conscious choice and find something positive, something to be happy about in any situation, no matter how, well, not so negative, but how unpleasant it might be, for example. It's always something that's not completely perfect, but there's always something there as well to be grateful for, to be happy about. So try it. Oh, you're welcome, Dawn. Let me see what you wrote more. If you think my day is bad and I don't look for nice, good things, your whole day will be bad. If you do have a bad day, but try to do nice things, your day is better. Yeah, that's what we said as well a little bit earlier. Give. If you have a bad day, give something positive to someone else. You're automatically creating something positive for yourself as well. Even if it's small things. I learned from one colleague something that kind of struck me. Like, oh, it's so easy actually to just make your own day good as well. And he said to me, Seb, I'm so grateful to be working together with you because everything goes much easier. So nice to work together with you as a team. Just a comment, a simple comment to your colleague or to your friend, someone you love. Just a simple positive comment can turn not only your day around, but for the other person as well. And that's also, again, the change from a negative thought, negative feeling, negative thought, negative feeling. You all of a sudden think, no, I don't want it. Say something positive to someone else. And all of a sudden you get the effect back as well. Awesome. Good comments in the chat. Great. Well, it was a long session. I hope I didn't bore you too much. And I hope you got some new insights. Again, happiness is a choice. And there's always something to be grateful for. We're kind of spoiled in the Western society. So it's easy to find things. You did not bore us, love this. Oh, fantastic. Glad you liked it, Disorderly. Okay, we'll be back on Saturday. Online session at 11 p.m. Central European time. So that would be in 15 minutes on Saturday. Then we have a guest, a healer, who has kind of combined healing modalities into her own kind of healing style. So I'm kind of interesting to listen in and ask more questions and hear about that. Because also the Transformational Meditation Group, we do a form for self-healing as well. So I'm kind of curious and I want to ask something about that, self-healing, and what does a healer do actually? So I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into that. So it will be fun and interesting. And of course, we do a little heart-brain coherence meditation in the start as well, like we are used to. And that will be on Second Life only. So I'm very sorry for those on Discord and on Instagram. But you can listen to the recording afterwards, of course. So thank you for joining in today. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful rest of your day and evening. Take good care. Namaste.